My cameras are all messy. There we go. Good morning, YouTube, and good morning, TikTok. You're watching live with LWO Lindsay with Love on Thursday, October 24th, 2024. It is one of my favorite days. Why? Because I love the numbers 10 and 24, and my dog's birthday is tomorrow. And good morning, Samantha. Welcome to the chat. Good morning, Susanna. Welcome, Shani. Oh my gosh, new people in the house. Good morning. And it is one of my good friends' birthdays as well today. Thank you for all the likes, you guys. I appreciate it. It helps TikTok tell other people I think that I'm live. I don't know. Have you guys been getting the notifications? I've been asking lately here and there because it seems as though sometimes, thank you so much, Mallory. I think sometimes TikTok does not tell you guys I'm live. I don't like that. I had a great day yesterday. I almost finished a whole report. I was proofreading it just now before I sent it. Thank you for the follow, Beach Babe. Welcome to the chat. You guys are still just getting situated. All right. I had a great day yesterday. No notifications. I just have to stalk you. That's annoying, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I finished a report yesterday. I'm 2 pages away from finishing proofreading it so I can send it out. So that's another report out the door. If you have been interested in a report from me, get in line, please. The line just keeps growing, which is powerful, and I love that. You got one today on iPad. Interesting. Okay, so iPad, yes. Catherine, are you on a phone? No. So weird. I don't know what's going on. I'm not going to think too much into it. It just is what it is. It is what it is. I'm in C1, so I think that means it would push my content to more people anyway, but still it's quite annoying for the people that are like on notification and whatever to not phone and PC. Interesting. Oh, PC. I love working on a computer. Call me old, but like I love working on a computer. Is that weird? I learned once from a business person and he said, do the things that are meant to be done on a phone. Call people, text people back. He said, anything that's meant to be done on a computer to be efficient, do it on a computer. Type your reports, write your emails, like all those things. I'm stalking too. VIP Yafa Empress says, no notification. Well, that's okay. You guys can be my stalkers. I'll take it. I'll take it. So anyway, he said, be efficient with your life and do the things that are meant to be done on a computer, and do the things that are meant to be done on a phone. Yeah, my PC, same. I am a computer girly through and through. In fact, like even when I travel, I still lug my laptop around sometimes, unless like I'm really like trying to be on full on vacation mode, and it's annoying. I'm like, I feel like I got this laptop just a couple of years ago and I was like being really savvy with its like weight and its size, and it's still like too big and too annoying, but whatever. Whatever. And by the way, I packed my laptop in my suitcase all the time. And they would always ask me, are there any batteries? Well, I was like, no, because I never thought my laptop battery. I just got a fragment, you guys. That's great. Keep going with the likes. I appreciate you all. That's amazing. I never thought about my laptop battery. I just was like, no, I don't have batteries. Like, why would anyone be carrying around batteries? That to me is so strange, right? And every time I would have a TSA little thing in my suitcase that said, TSA has checked your bag. And I told my partner, I go, every time they're rummaging in my bag. And it's weird because I don't have anything in my bag. And he was like, did you just take your laptop out of your bag? And I said, yeah. He goes, babe, you can't travel. You can't put your bag under the plane with your laptop. I said, why? It's so annoying. I don't want to carry it on my shoulder, my tote bag. He's like, because it could explode. And I was like, oh, my bad. And he was like, you're lucky. They could have just taken your laptop. And I was like, no. And he's like, yes. And I was like, oh. And you guys, usually I'm literally like not that ditzy. Like sometimes I have my moments. Let's just put it out there. But like I was like, are you serious? And he's like, yeah, yes. I have been traveling with my laptop in my suitcase under that plane for years. And nobody's ever said anything to me. Like, why wouldn't they write a note to be like, please do not travel with your... Like, leave a note in the case. You're always leaving the stupid tag right while you open my bag, right? I feel like that would be helpful. I had no idea. You guys, I'm wild. I don't know. I'm just over here living my best life. I'm in my own world, really. Oh, that is a random story. I totally forgot until like just now. I don't know why we're talking about this. Anyway, okay. We're going to woo it up together today because I don't have tons of information to share with you guys today, simply because I was just working all day. I worked last night until probably 8. It's quite interesting with my partner being traveling. My schedule's totally different. I'm on just like Lindsay time zone for real. I work until like 8 at night, which is kind of nice. I kind of like it. It's dark, it's quiet, and I'm just typing. And Pippi's looking at me like, can we go to bed yet? And I'm like, come on, girl, let's just finish this up, right? And good morning. Oh my gosh, Joyce, good morning. I think like Kina, is that how you say your name? Good morning. Welcome to the chat. Eddie, welcome to the chat. And then I eat dinner, but it's like girl dinner, which is basically like, I don't know, some beets and crackers and just like a little bird. There's no like full-on meal, which is quite interesting, which I love. Like, I'm not a big like let's sit down and eat a whole meal. It's just not my vibe. It's so full, and I'm like, I love girl dinner. Yeah, I feel like if you know, you know, and I feel like the only time I get to have girl dinner is when he's away. So yeah, I was telling my sister about that. I was like, I got to eat girl dinner all week, and she's like laughing at me. She's like, sis, I miss girl dinner. She's like, I'm going to make dinner for her. She's going to make dinner for her family. She's like, oh, girl dinner. Catherine says same with aerosol hairspray. Found out the hard way. Stopped trying to enter a new country. Oh my gosh, yeah, like, hairspray. I get like, I knew that one. I knew like the cans, like you can't. But I just never thought about how I mean, I know computers have batteries. Like, I know this, but it just never put it in my brain. I just couldn't. They should have said, do you have a laptop in your bag? And then I would have said yes. But to say, do I have a battery? No. No. What? Anyway, it's just random. Okay, so let's talk what I've discovered while he's been gone. I've discovered that I work much later, which is, I think, like whatever, because I'm filling the time. Like, what? I'm not just going to sit and watch TV. That's so boring to me. I stay up much later too. But I think the reason I've been staying up later is not necessarily because I cannot sleep, but it's because I'm working later. I have like a wind down time, right? I think everybody does. So like if I finish work at 5:30 or 6 o'clock, my wind down time starts then. Whereas if I finish working at like 8 o'clock, my wind down time starts around then. So you're lagging. You have no idea about the laptop lagging. Am I lagging? That's so annoying. I'm sorry, you guys. I don't know what to do. TikTok is acting wild lately. And I wake up, of course, a little bit later, but not much later when he's gone. But everything else stays the same. I still like piddle around the house. I still like do all like my normal laundry routine is the same. My dishes routine is the same. My making bed routine is the same. My steps routine is the same. My TikTok, everything else is the same. The only things I've noticed is I don't have a full-on dinner every single night, which I kind of like, actually I really like. And also, I work later in the day and I go to bed later. Well, I'm kind of tired this morning too. So that the sleep schedule is a little bit strange for me. So I saw two TikTok videos last night. Same person, actually, scratch that. I saw one TikTok video last night. This morning, I saw either the exact same TikTok video or something very similar, same person. And it was really interesting. And she shared something that I never really quite thought about. Involves manifesting. So of course, you guys know I'm going to share it with you. This is not my original thought, by the way, although I do have a thought similar to this, but we're using the same words in different ways. So hers is, I'd rather be in her type of words than mine. I'm tired today, you guys. I'm a little out of it. I'm not going to lie. Maybe this staying up too late is not a good idea for me. I'm a Pisces. Did you know that Pisces needs more sleep than most zodiac signs? I wonder why that is. I don't know. I think because we're always having these big ideas in our brains. I need to be able to rest to let them settle in. Okay, so she says, this is what she says about manifesting. She says that there is a void that happens. Sleep is strange for me too. Aligning with Anna. Oh, your son is always so tired. Is he Pisces, Samantha? Is he Pisces? Because if he is, he might need more rest. Sleep is so strange for you too. Bex, thank you for being here. Welcome to the chat. Yeah. And you know, I was little, my parents would always I do remember when I was little, you guys, this is a strange memory, and I have to ask my mom about it. I think when I was little, my parents took me to the doctor at one point because I wasn't sleeping or I couldn't sleep or there was something with my sleep. But it's like such a small. Do you ever have those memories where it's like, did this actually happen? Or is this like a fake memory in my brain? I swear. My dad's daughter is a Pisces and she requires a nap. He requires my daughter. Oh, sorry. My daughter's dad. Read that. I was like, your dad's daughter. So you, what? My daughter's dad is a Pisces. He requires a nap day. Yeah. I don't nap in the daytime anymore, but I used to nap like crazy. Pisces here who can't function without 9 to 10 hours of sleep. Yeah. It's totally a Pisces thing. I don't know why it is. It just is. Anyway, I have this vague memory. I'm going to ask my mom today about them taking me to like a sleep study, not a sleep study, because I don't think I ever stayed the night overnight anywhere to like have anything like I don't think I did that. But I do remember like going to the doctor at one point when I was little. I couldn't sleep or I had sleep issues. I bet you any money now, knowing what I know about my sleep, it was either sleep paralysis, because that used to happen to me all the time, which is like the most awful feeling in the world, and or lucid dreaming, or probably a combination of the both, because I lucid dream all the time. In fact, I was learning a lot of information last night in my dreams. I told myself, remember, I couldn't remember when I woke up, which was quite annoying. They say to leave a notebook by your bed, but like realistically, I'm never going to roll over, turn on a light and write in my sleep. I'm not that person, because I know that when I'm sleeping, the second that I look at something or activate my brain, like a phone or something, I will wake up. I don't want to wake up. I want to go back to sleep. Your son lucid dreams too, Pisces, saying, I don't know, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. You know, Pisces are the completion of the zodiac, right? And so they're very intuitive people. They're imaginative people. They're psychic energy. So maybe it is. Not a Pisces, Catherine says, but I struggle with not sleeping and need a lot more sleep compared to others. Interesting. Yeah. So maybe it's just an energy thing. All right. So let's get on with what she was telling me. This lady, not telling me, but telling TikTok on her TikTok page. She said, you guys, this is quite interesting, especially Mallory. I think you're going to like this. I think you're going to like this. You have Pisces in many houses. Aligning with Anna, Pisces in many houses. Pisces is one house. Pisces is only 30 degrees. So Pisces could be trapped in a house, right? Trapped between houses. Maybe you have a lot of placements in Pisces. Maybe that's what you're saying. All right, Mallory, listen up, because I think you're going to be like, I knew it intuitively. You're going to be mind blown. Yes. Okay. Yes. Got it. Yeah. Placements in Pisces. Okay. So a lot of planets in Pisces. Yeah. Well, then you have a lot of Pisces energy in your chart, which is, I think, great. I'm a Pisces. I love a good Pisces friend. Sorry. You don't have to be sorry. No worries. No worries. No worries. We never have to say sorry in this conversation. We're all learning together, right? So no worries to say sorry. Good morning to my YouTube viewer. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for the likes, Allison. Welcome to the chat. Thank you. Yeah, we don't have to say sorry, you guys. I don't really ever apologize unless I intentionally hurt somebody. Like, let that go. That's a people-pleasing thing. We don't have to say sorry for crap that we didn't do intentionally. And that didn't hurt me. I'm just helping. All right, Mallory, I'm going to go. I promise. She says there's a void. You go into the void when you are healing, when you are ready to manifest, when you are quantum leaping. There's a void. Now, you guys know I had my own idea of what the void was, and her void and my void are two different things, but I love her void way better than my void. My void was, I knew what was going on intuitively. I had all this spiritual knowledge very quickly at the beginning of my journey. All of a sudden it seemed, but then I couldn't figure out how to make my energy work for me. It was like I had the wand, but I didn't have the spells. I couldn't say abracadabra, right? So I had the tools, but I couldn't figure it out. The formula was missing for me. That was my void. And that really ended up being, what you guys know, a misalignment of my energy. So when you find your alignment, you're good. You get out of that space. You know how to use your energy. Partner is texting me like crazy. You know how to use your energy. Her void is an isolation void. Now, interestingly enough, Mallory, you are here, perhaps seemingly working your way out, but also it aligns perfectly with what's happening in your life. Not to say that I've intentionally gone into isolation, because that's not ever my intention. Like, I've never been like, I'm just cutting everyone off and I'm going to do my own thing. However, I did move to a whole new state, and I am not interested at all in making any new friends in where I live. Why? Two reasons. One, I kind of feel like we're moving in another year or so anyway. Like I literally don't see the point. And two, I'm really focused. You guys know I'm focused on my soul mission and bringing my, sharing my knowledge to the world. I really do not have the capacity right now that would be fair to a new friend, right? And also, sometimes I don't know about like I like to have friends. I have a good, super close set of friends. But I also am not a really needy person. I'm a manifesting generator. I do not need a lot of people. I am so content with myself. And so it's hard for me to think like, if I did have a friend, like what would we do? What would we do? The only thing I could think I would really want a friend for right now is like maybe take a long walk and get a coffee. That's it. But then even then I'm like, I don't want, especially if my friend isn't like high vibe like me or something, I don't want to like listen to people complain. I don't really want to coach somebody for free, like all that, right? So I'm like, I'm kind of in isolation, right? I talk to my best girlfriends that are still in California all the time. I text them, we text, whatever, my sister. That's it. That's it. No new friends here. It's okay, you guys. You don't always have to be making new friends. Like permission granted to just be by yourself sometimes. So then she goes on to say, you have to go. She says, if you intuitively or intentionally went into isolation, it is likely because you are about to quantum leap into a new reality. So then I was like, okay, let me keep listening. She says, when you are in isolation, nobody can imprint the old version of you onto you. Nobody. There's no energy that's saying like old Lindsay this and old so-and-so, old VIP Aaron this and old VIP Yafa Empress this and old Mallory this, like old version of you, right? Old version of you. And so what happens in isolation is you have the space, you have the capacity to recreate. Oh my gosh, my whole body is chills. You're like in the cocoon and you're about to come out as like a whole new butterfly. Okay. It is so, I was like, oh my gosh, this makes total sense. Why have I never thought about this, right? So shout out to this girl. I did not save her page. I should have, but it was so beautiful. And I was like, yeah, this makes total sense. We talked, you guys, we literally just talked about imprinting and our family's imprinting yesterday. Was it yesterday? Or maybe Tuesday, where we were talking about how, you know, when you're in your new vibration, the most challenging part is like your old friends, your family members that remember the 16-year-old version of you or the last year version of you, or the friends are like, well, how come you don't want to go party with us anymore? And you're like, because I have better things to do with my life, like that, right? And so when you're kind of in isolation, which by the way, you guys don't just go into isolation. If you really need like actual help and support, don't go into isolation, right? I think like be mindful about the reasons that you're doing it. However, she does say it gives you the space to become you, how you want to be, how you want to create your life. And she says, and the longer you're there, the longer that you're there, the likelihood of you really quantum leaping is stronger because you've really been able to totally shed all of the things like just like off that do not serve you. And I was like, girl, yeah, yes. I was like, that is amazing. That is a powerful, powerful, powerful void. I want to be in her void. I don't want to be in my void. Right. So then I was like, well, maybe I need to reframe what my void is. But I was like, we can have two different voids, right? It can have everything has two different meanings. Law of polarity says my void is the kind of lower vibration void. Her void is the higher vibration void. Now, the key to this is listen up, because there is a key to this. It doesn't always mean you're going to succeed. However, if you do this next step, you will. She says you cannot go into the void and keep telling yourself, oh, see how I have no friends. Oh, see how my life sucks. See, I'm all by myself. Pity party. You can't do that. You are going into the void to say, I'm going in here because I need the space to change my life. And I know that by changing my life, I change my thoughts. And I know by changing my thoughts and speaking out new thoughts, eventually they will come into my reality. So if you are in the void, the isolation void that this woman talks about, if you are still living the old version of you, you're going to just spiral and get stuck. If you are in the void, turning into the new version of you, focusing daily on bettering your life, bettering your the way you speak to yourself and your mind, bettering the words you use in your vocabulary, all those things, then you will come out very powerful. Let me catch up on the comments because this is I was like, oh my gosh. And I saw it twice, the same woman, I think they were actually two separate videos, same concept. I didn't listen to the first video completely. She was talking way too slow. I mean, like, even on 2 times speed, I was like, girl, let's get it going. But the second video, I was like, okay, it's 2 to make it true now. It's in my reality. In the morning, I woke up to her. So I was like, okay, I should really listen to this. And then I did the full thing. All right. Thank you for the follow and ascending. I like that name. Welcome to the chat. Let me catch up with the comments, you guys. All right. Annie with the line says the void for me was isolation too. Nothing and no one was there. VIP Aaron says, I think the TBM refer to this as rock bottom. Very similar. I don't know. TBM. Somebody? TBM? The budget mom? No, I don't know. Sorry. I don't know what TBM is. Mallory says, this is music to my ears. Thank you always for the clarity. Allison says, are you a February or March Pisces? I feel like they're not the same energy. I am March 9th. Aligning with Anna says, yes, that's right. That happens by itself. Before going into that, there are many other steps that have to take place first. Yes, of course, right? Yes, of course. But I think that a lot of this, everyone's on their own journey. So the steps are not necessarily always exactly how it's going to go. That's why, like, when I was working, I wanted to talk to you guys about this the other day, but I just haven't had a chance to, and there's never been a segue in. Hold on one second. I just want to make this a little bit smaller because this is like aggressive in my face. There's never been a segue in. Yeah, VIP Yapper says, Sun in 12th house, also 12th house stellium. I tend to isolate a lot. Yeah, that's very common. My moon is in the 12th. So I'm really good with like doing my own thing. But also my Manny Jen energy as well. Sorry. Oh, to be magnetic people. I've never even heard of this, VIP Aaron. Interesting. To be magnetic. Yeah, I mean, rock bottom sounds awful. I just think like everyone's gonna, there's some people have a really, really deep pit that they have to go down into, and some people have a less deep well, you know. And so it's like whatever rock bottom it is for you, basically, right? So anything can be the trigger to the turning point. Anything. For me, mine had to be for whatever reason. Which, by the way, I don't think it's for whatever reason. It's in my energetic blueprint. There is a channel. There's a gate. There is a gate in human design called the gate of shock. And if you have this gate lit up, more common than not, this is like near-death experience people. And so, yeah, I have that gate, number one. And number two, it basically says like you have to shock yourself into something, like into your ascension. And it's like part of your energy. So when I learned that, I was like, oh, okay. Well, thank you for living, basically. Samantha says, my son is a March Pisces too. VIP Aaron says, I thought we had talked about them before here. Maybe not. Maybe. I don't know. We talk about so many things. My son just graduated from UNL. Oh my gosh, did I miss something? Oh, good morning from Nebraska. I did miss something. Good morning, Nebraska. I love that. Samantha says to VIPF Empress, 12th house stellium, love it. I have a 3rd house stellium Sagittarius. Oh, wow, Samantha. Go on, girl. VIPF Empress says, good information. Don't focus on the past and the void. Yeah. Yeah, human design is quite interesting too. I haven't delved deep into it. I have like level 2, I would say, kind of human design information in my brain. But I always remember that gate because I was like, that's wild. I think it's gate 55. You guys, please don't quote me. I can look it up. For you, but please don't quote me. So when I learned that, I was like, oh, well, makes sense that I had to get into this car accident to shake myself out of my lower vibration. I was like so far off my path, you guys. I was like, you know, when like you see people on like the Survivor shows and they're like on the path and they're following the map, and then all of a sudden they're like bushwhacking through, climbing a mountain, and like there's thorns. I was like in that. I was like in that. And now I'm back on I'm back on the Lindsay path, which is good. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So that was quite interesting information. And I think it can be super helpful for you guys. Do with it what you will. The rest of the day, we're going to woo away. So whatever you guys want to talk about in the chat, I'm open to chatting about. I do want to share one other like cute story. Good morning, Nicole. Welcome to the chat. Lots of Sagittarius energy in the house today. Okay, I'll take it. The moon is now in Leo, and we've got some good trines happening in fiery energy today. We'll talk about that in a second when I do the Sky News kind of morning report for astrology. But I have to share with you guys, my dog is so freaking cute, first and foremost, of course, because I'm her dog mommy, so I'm going to say that. But she is so smart. This morning, we were lying in bed. I took her to go potty. I made a coffee, all the things like normal routine. And then I was like, let's just snuggle for a little bit longer and then we'll get up. But she went to the edge of the bed. She looked at me and I go, where are you going to go? I said, are you going to go to work? And she sat down and she looked at me like, are you coming? And I go, hold on, sorry, there we go. I go, are you gonna go to work, Pips? And she looked at me and then she started to run down. Why am I restricted? Oh, okay, holy cow. I was like, wait, what's happening? Did I get restricted for something? Did anybody? Oh, there it is. And I go, are you gonna go to work? And then she runs down the stairs into my office. She's like, come on, let's go. It's time to go to work. I was like, dang. She's so cute. She wants to go to work every day with me. She lays like literally her bed's like right there. So she's just snuggling. Thank you for the heart me double D's. Welcome to the chat. Anna Sending says manifesting generator Taurus sun, Gemini rising, Scorpio moon. I have to have my alone time. Yeah, Scorpio moon for sure, right? It's the Scorpio moon energy in you. Because the Gemini rising energy in you just wants to be with people chatting away. But the Scorpio moon and the Manny Gen energy is like, yeah, let me just chill out. Well, also depends on where the sun is in your chart as well. Oh my gosh, I have an itch on my arm. All right, you guys. What else is happening in the world? Nurse Rose, welcome to the chat. You guys, if you're new here, the Cosmic Collective is open always. It's a spiritual community that I host. However, there is a free Reiki energy healing certification course inside. If you join the Cosmic Collective by Friday, by tomorrow, you get the the course for free. If you are interested in learning Reiki, becoming a Reiki master, being energy healer certified by me as a Reiki master, excuse me, this course is going. I'm kind of giving new information on like a drip schedule almost every 2 weeks so that you can learn the information on your own time, integrate it as you need to. And inside the Cosmic Collective, we do have spiritual chats that we log on to Zoom and we will chat it out. If you have questions about Reiki or you just want to talk about your spirituality in general, it is a powerful place to be. But the course is only free for those of you that join by tomorrow, okay? If you're interested. Samantha says, I'm a manifestor with mountain environment. I need alone time in nature. That's beautiful. But just be careful when you're alone in nature, right? Good morning, everyone. Double D says, sending good, positive, abundant energy into the world. I love that energy coming in. Nicole, how do you join? You join by clicking the link in my bio. Oh, just kidding. Please hold. You join by clicking the link in my bio, and there is going to be a button there that says join the Cosmic Collective. Let me turn it on. I turned it off yesterday because I was doing something, checking something out. Join the Cosmic Collective. It's the first link in my bio. And while you're in the Cosmic Collective, you may as well join the Manifesting Club as well. The Cosmic Collective is $33 a month, you guys. So even if you join until the end of this course, it's only going to be a $99 course for you. But inside there are tons of spiritual lessons already inside the Cosmic Collective. We do group energy healing together live on Zoom, and we also do 2 spiritual chats a month. So it's a good place to be. It's a good place to be. And if you don't want to do the Cosmic Collective and get the energy healing certification, then you should at least join the Manifesting Club. Doors close on the 30th, and we manifest together on the new moon or around the new moon, November 1st. You guys, November 1st at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're manifesting with the new moon and the full moon. So twice a month, live manifestations with a group. So you're going to manifest fast, easy. It's a good time. And it's only $11 a month. So basically you're paying $5.50 per session if you come to both sessions. It's a super powerful place to be. It really is. All right. I do not have any videos or courses on your North Node, no, and Ascending, but thank you for the Rosa Double D's for lighting up my gift gallery. I appreciate that. Maybe Aaron says to Bex and Progress, I sent you a message here on TT. I need your email again. And Ascending, remember that I think the biggest thing for stepping into the North Node energy is first and foremost stepping into your sun energy, because it's kind of a transcending of energies, right? So most people view you as your rising sign. If you are in that energy, if you're allowing people to imprint upon you, and by the way, this is not just you and Ascending, this is just a conversation. I don't know, your story, but ultimately most people are imprinting upon you, and you're going to be in your rising sign energy. It's pretty common. It's how you show up. It's how people perceive you. Now, as you experience life, as you go through different life challenges and all these things, you become more confident, and your soul starts to shine. right? And this is the sun. This is the sun energy. This is your confidence. This is your optimism. This is how you shine brightest in the world, your sun energy. So as you move from your rising sign energy, where most people live, to your sun energy, it's an oscillation. Sometimes it's you and your sun energy showing up. Sometimes, depending on where you're at, it's you and your rising sign energy, and you bounce back and forth. But the goal kind of being to stand in that sun power, okay? Stand in that energy. Now, once you live, for the most part, in your sun sign energy, showing up to the world, shining your brightest, you will start to be able to use that energy, combining it with the North Node energy. Okay. So I'll give you an example of me because I think it will help you understand what the heck I'm talking about. I have my rising sign is in Cancer. So maybe people perceive me as maybe warm or empathetic. Thank you for the hearts. Oh, that's so cute, VIP Erin. Thank you so much for the hearts. Warm or nurturing, caring, maybe sensitive, whatever, right? And then I have my sun in Pisces. Now, this is kind of an easy jump because Pisces, Cancer, similar energy, but in the 9th house. My rising sign, 1st house, sun, 9th house. Okay, so Pisces, sun, 9th house. What does that mean for me? Teaching, higher wisdom, sharing my knowledge with the world, very spiritual energy. In 9th house, already spiritual energy, all about wisdom, sharing, expansion. But then add in the Pisces energy. Now we're really talking spirituality. We're talking faith. We're talking manifesting. We're talking intuition. Okay, so now here I am in my sun energy, right? My North Node lives in Aries in my 10th house. What does this tell you? This tells you I'm meant to be a pioneer. I'm supposed to be initiating. I'm supposed to be creating. I'm the one that's going forward, taking bold steps where no man has gone before kind of energy, right? And so you can see how as I tap into my own spirituality, my sun sign energy, as I go deeper into who I am, as I share my knowledge and wisdom in a more powerful way, I am now aligning with my Aries North Node energy in the 10th. Do you guys see that story and how it unfolds? Does that help? So that's kind of in my opinion. By the way, I'm always sharing what I've learned. I'm always sharing my journey. I would like you to use your discernment, your intuition, your logic to bring your life together in a way that makes sense for you. But that's kind of how I see that story evolving. And it's a beautiful story, by the way, because now look at what I'm doing. Here I am. This is my business. This is my livelihood. So I think I've tapped in, right? Because the Aries energy doing, North Node in Aries with the sun in Pisces, it's kind of like I do have to just be a little bit weird, a little bit out there, right? Because my job is to share wisdom and knowledge that most people on this earth, because they're still flopping around like humans sleeping, think is crazy, think is woo-woo. Okay, whatever. But as I do that, I tap into my career energy. And by the way, the 10th house isn't just your career. I could say this is my career because this is my business, but the 10th house is your reputation in the world. It's your social image. It's like how you really present to the world. Okay. So I think it makes sense. I think I've done a good job. Let me catch up with the comments. Holy cow, 19 comments, you guys. All right. Let's see what's going on. Samantha says, my North Node is in Pisces in the 6th house. Healer energy, Samantha. You are a healer. VIP Erin says, Pisces Sun, Scorpio Moon, Cancer rising, manifesting generator. Go on, my friend. Scorpio Moon. Oh my gosh. Wow. VIP Erin, did I not know this about you? I don't think I knew your big 3. Holy moly. I knew you were Cancer rising, but I don't think I knew you were a Scorpio Moon. Girl, you are so powerful. Anyone that has like serious Scorpio energy, I'm a little jelly because I'm like, holy power. Anyone that has Scorpio energy, if it's in your big 3 or if you have a lot of Scorpio placements, you have a lot of 8th house energy, you are so powerful. Tap into your power. Do not let people tell you you are too intense. Use your intensity to go deep and transform the crap out of your life because that's what you're here to do. Oh my gosh. VIP Erin says, me, come on over. 10 minutes later, stay as long as you want, but I'm going to bed. Libra rising, Samantha says, VIP Erin says to Bex, no rush, but wanted to make sure you saw it. Okay, you guys are so sweet to each other. Thank you for the heart, me, VIP Erin. Thank you. And for the hearts. I appreciate you lighting up my gift gallery. And ascending, thank you for the rose. Did that help? Yeah, it did. Okay, I just saw your comment. Yes, thank you. Okay, good. Catherine says, definitely feel like I'm a good balance of Leo, Sun, and Scorpio rising. I noticed both fit me well. Yeah. Yeah, and I think you guys ultimately, at the end of the day, we are a combination of all our energies. So to just say, I'm only this energy, I know that's not what you're saying, Catherine, but just as like a side note, it's like there's no such thing as absolute also because the energy is always moving. And so you could be in your lowest vibration for many years, and then you could decide to tap into your energy and move into the highest vibrations. And people would say, well, I thought you were a Leo. And you're like, I am a Leo, but that was like the old Leo version of me. And this is the, you know what I mean? And so when people go really absolute in astrology, I just think that's like cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, because there's no absolute. The only guarantee is change, right? Because energy is always moving, always, always, always. And I think all my energy, I think I like, as I like dive into who I am energetically too, I think it fits me well as well, right? Cancer rising pairs very nicely with Pisces sun, really does. Samantha says, Aaron, VIP, Aaron, my oldest is manifesting generator. I've done a deep dive on both my kids. Caitlin, welcome to the chat. Welcome back. My son is in the 12th house. Does that mean it's harder to be in my son's energy? Also, good morning. Good morning. You guys, my nose is so like, I'm sorry. It's just like a little itchy today. Does that have any spiritual meaning, an itchy nose? Does it mean I'm going to win money like an itchy palm? Give me money. Sun in the 12th. No, I don't do, Caitlin, I'll tell you now, I don't, no, it doesn't mean it's any harder. Everyone has their own challenges in the chart. And most people, it's just can be challenging to step into your sun energy, because you have to be really confident to go for it. You guys, it took me a long time. And I'm sure this is not even like my highest confidence level. I'm sure that there's another level of unlocking things that I can share and say with the world that I'm just not there yet, right? Because it's just not I'm not far ahead in my journey. So I feel like anything can be a challenge, or anything can be anything is what you make it. I don't think of my life as I think of my life as having so many opportunities for me to learn something new. So maybe that will help. I don't do hard and easy. I think everything in my life is easy. I decided that many years ago, by the way, and you can decide it for yourself too. You can say everything in my life is easy. Even if you're lying to yourself right now, like get Delulu a little bit, you're going to have to. And if you can't say everything in your life is easy because that's so far of a stretch, do some reasonable manifesting and say, most of my life is easy. Or today I'm going to have 2 easy things that happen in my life. Start it small and work it up, right? But I decided that I wanted to have an easy life. And so that's what I created for myself. Because I don't want to, I'm like, I did enough, like when I was younger, I did enough work. I did enough proving. I did enough people pleasing. I did enough being jealous. I did enough being insecure. I got so tired of that. And I was like, I'm just tired. I don't want to do that anymore. And eventually it'll hit for you too, maybe. Or maybe it already has. I'm just tired of living this like low vibrational life. So now I'm going to learn my energy. And step 1, I'm going to learn my astrology. And then step 2, I'm going to align my chakra system. Or align your chakra system and then learn your astrology. I do think it would actually be easier, perhaps, if you went with, I'm going to learn my astrology and align myself. Because what I found is I aligned myself first before I really got into learning astrology and sharing astrology and writing astrology reports and all that. And what I found is that most of my astrology just confirmed everything I had discovered about myself. But I wouldn't change it, because the discovery process is fun. It's fun. It's like, oh, I didn't know that about me. Well, that's kind of cool, right? Yafamper says, my son, VIP Yafamper says, my son is 12th house and I have Scorpio and Pluto. And I have Scorpio and Pluto moon. Pluto, wait, you have a Scorpio moon and Pluto in Scorpio? Pluto and Scorpio, yeah, that's a generational energy, but still powerful nonetheless, because Pluto does rule is the modern ruler of Scorpio, right? So yeah, a lot of people have the Pluto Scorpio. I do too. I think it's super powerful. I think our generation, the Pluto and Scorpio people, I think we can really change a lot, but we've got to come together, right? The millennials. The millennials are a wild group. I feel like the millennials are crazy. Double D, so thank you for the Rosa. Lindsay explains everything. Double D says, Lindsay explains everything perfectly understandable. I feel like a student every live. Oh, that is so sweet. VIP Aaron says, by the way, I did the money lesson in the Cosmic Collection last night. You did such a great job teaching that. I did. Thank you, because I just learned it and taught it. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to teach this crap. Not crap, but that was just me being like sassy, like hyping myself up. But I was like, yeah, I'm just going to do it. I learned it that day or the day before, you guys. The fastest way to change your reality is when you learn something new. First and foremost, be discerning about what you learn. Why are you learning it? And are you actually going to do something with it? Are you filling your brain with nonsense just to have a full brain? Or are you learning something and then immediately teaching it? If you learn something and immediately start telling people about it, you're going to learn so fast. You're going to expand. You guys, I started learning astrology seriously. I started taking it seriously. Anybody? I don't know. When did I sell my first astrology report? Like, I will go back in the archives. I want to go back, actually. Can I sort by date? Date and time. Let's go to before, I don't know. When did I start selling astrology reports? Does anybody remember? I started learning astrology here in South Carolina. It hasn't even been a full year and I'm writing astrology reports for people. How did it happen? I started taking my studies seriously. And anytime I learned something new, as lame as it was, as vague as it was, as astrology 101, the most basic thing you could think of, I started sharing it on TikTok. That's what I did. I was like, oh, I learned about the elements. The elements is like the first thing you'll ever learn in astrology. Why? Because it's important. Just knowing your element mix can tell you so much about your energy and how you manifest. So I started playing with the elements and I started sharing things. One person wrote on a TikTok that I wrote about the elements. They wrote, ooh, that's deep, like dogging me, like making fun of me. And I was like, yeah, I know. I know it's not deep, but I also know that the way that I can do this very quickly for myself, change my life, change my frequency, is by learning it, being mindful about what I'm learning, number one. Don't learn just, if you're learning and you're never sharing it, you're just reading. You're just listening. I hate to say that, but I think that's a good way of like letting it hit you. So what are you learning? Why are you learning it? And are you actually going to go tell people and help people with it? Or are you just like, it's just for, and by the way, I guess you learn for funsies if you're curious about something. But if you're curious and you have other goals that need to be fulfilled, then I would set the curiosities aside because you have things you actually need to do in your life, right? So the things that I'm learning now, I'm really focused in, you guys know, on transits, which is why I'm telling you the sky news every single day. There's a reason for that. Do you think I'll do this every single day? Probably not. Eventually, when I become very good at it, I'll just do a week-long video or something. Every day it's kind of a lot to do a 5-minute video around astrology movements in the sky. But what I'm doing behind the scenes is teaching myself. And then I'm sharing it with you. See how fast it goes? And I'm also learning my quantum healing hypnosis therapy. Why? Because I will eventually do past life regressions for people and help them heal faster than I'm helping people heal now, the way I'm healing now. So everything is very intentional. You know, everything is intentional. But thank you. That was a whole channeling / moment. But thank you, VIP Erin. I am appreciative of that compliment because I was like, I wonder if this makes sense. I wonder if this makes sense. Someone is thinking of you from your nose itches. Oh, I love that. Thank you. Holy cow. Let me catch up in the comments. All right. I've got all the VIP comments chatted out. So let's see. VIP Emperor says, yeah, we talked about that. VIP Aaron says, Samantha, I've done my kids. 3/4 of us are manifesting gens. My daughter's a projector. Your daughter. Projectors will have their time. Their time. It's coming soon. Catherine says, what about Scorpio moons? My boyfriend has Scorpio moon, Venus, Pluto, and North Node. I know he's powerful. Yeah, intense. In the highest vibration, you guys, Scorpios are intense in a way that their energy is focused toward what they desire to create. Okay. So not intense, like intensely dramatic, intensely focused, powerfully magnetic. Scorpios are the most powerful manifesting energy in the sky. They are so powerful. But most Scorpios get crap. They're like, oh, they run and hide. That's a very low vibrational Scorpio energy. I dated a Scorpio once. Well, I think I dated him. I don't know what he would say. You guys, 1 minute we would be spending a Friday night at a date, and then I wouldn't hear from him for like 4 weeks. Where did he go? And he'd be like, oh, I just been like living. It was very low vibe. And I was like, I feel like that's so shady. So that did not last long. One time I really, he said he was going to the beach and I wrote back like months later. I was like, how's the beach? And he like never replied. And then he texted me, he's like, hey, how's it going? Hey, what's going on? And I was like, either you have 500 girlfriends, which we were in California, so very likely, or like you literally like do not care about me, or a combination of the two. I literally wrote back, I go, I thought a shark attacked you. I thought you got eaten by a shark. And I was like being playful, but also bratty, because I was just like, this isn't gonna for me. Like, no, it's just not going to work. But yeah, Scorpios. Okay, so let's go back to high vibe Scorpio. Passionate, powerful, magnetic, intense in the right ways, just regenerating. They can change their lives like that if they're in a high vibe space. Super powerful. Ooh, Catherine, super powerful. Plus, you guys, always remember in the big three, if you have a match in the big three, it's a good combination. It's gonna be a good relationship. So like my partner, say my moon is a Cancer moon. Okay, I'm sensitive, emotional, nurturing, warm, empathetic. This is kind of like a motherly energy, which I try not absolutely have no desire to be. But it's that energy of just like a hug, right? And his moon is Aquarius moon. It is detached. It is compartmentalizing. It is like, why are we talking about this? It is like, I'm like, do you love me? And he's like, yes, of course I love you. Why do you keep asking me that? It's that, right? However, he's a Cancer sun. Do you see how it works? So if you have a big three match, usually it's going to be an easier relationship or a good one. Catherine says, yes, I was a pretty toxic Scorpio rising. Glad I'm not there anymore. Yeah. Someone is thinking of me when I know. What if your sun and rising are in the 12th house? If your sun and your rising are in the 12th house, cool. Your rising sign, by the way, isn't in the 12th. Your rising sign starts your chart. I use Placidus, tropical Placidus. Okay. So the rising sign starts the chart. But also your ascendant is always likely somewhere in the first house with a whole sign system. So my moon is sitting in the 12th house and then right next to my rising sign, my rising degree, right? Powerful energy. When you have planets on the angles, the amplification of energy is powerful, you guys. VIP Aaron says, by the way, okay, I said that. Let me get caught up on the comments. I want to make sure. VIP Aaron says, Samantha, this cracked me up. Okay, let me catch up. I got to catch up in order, I guess. Question, asked for confirmation on a decision and received it, but I don't feel happy about the confirmation. Maybe my ego protecting me. Yeah, I mean, it's not our job. Like if you receive the confirmation, trust the confirmation. Because you don't know how it's going to play out, right? Or Catherine, ask again. Double check some way, somehow, do some meditation, work around it, automatic writing around it. Caitlin says, thank you for this perspective. I feel like everyone has a negative view on the 12th house and it's discouraging. I don't do doomed astrology. I honestly, you guys, I am so of my heating pad, by the way, I'm doing like castor oil heating pack. I'm on medium heat and I'm like burning up. I just had to turn to low. I am an optimistic person and I am of the belief 100%, I do not waver from this belief that what you speak out into the world manifests. You have got to train your voice and your thoughts. Thoughts first, voice second. That's why people say, if you can't say something nice, keep it to yourself, right? And then when you say something out to the world that manifests, remember your vibration is also going to come back to you. That's why you've got to stop judging people as well. One of the 4 agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz, I think it's the guy who wrote the book. So I don't do doomsday astrology. I will always say these are the potentials. This is the lower vibration potential. This is the higher vibration potential. You always choose your life. You choose your vibration. Do you want to be pissed off today? Then be pissed off today. But like, where is that going to get you? Just putting on pissed off energy into the universe so you receive it back. That's not fun. Sounds lame. Sounds like a life full of suffering. Or you choose, things aren't exactly the way I want them, but I know that if I'm happy consistently, and if I stay in a state of trusting that new things will come to me as I put out this good energy, then your old life sheds away and things become better, right? So I never, ever, ever do not if you guys catch me slipping on this and I do some sort of, I do not want to do like a fear mongering. I hate the posts that are like, I don't know, you can also, because I'm very aware. So like when I get emails, marketing emails, like you're gonna miss out on changing the rest of your life if you don't join today. It's like, that's not true. it's just fear mongering. I hate that. I really, it just scratches at me in the wrong way, and it makes me want to just like right, which I would never do because of course I know my energy, but I don't do fear mongering emails. I hate that kind of language. I don't like that type of marketing tactic. And when you are awake, you are very discerning and you'll know real fast. But it works. It works for so many people because so many people are asleep. But I would rather take the high road and the positive way of looking at things, or at least looking at potentials and always reminding people it's just a potential. Energy is always moving. It's just a potential. So if you buy into the low vibration potential, guess what? You're creating that. But if you buy in to the high vibrational potential, you're creating that. So you're welcome. And thank you for noticing that. Double D says, well, I'm on a similar journey that's the same steps and venturing through currently. I don't know to what Double D, sorry. I've been just chatting away. It's already 10 o'clock, you guys. I was woo-weighing it up with you guys, and it's already 10 o'clock. It's already been an hour. Things just start to flow. We just got to get online and start chatting. Samantha says, right, I love learning about myself. It's mostly just validating what I already knew. I think July because I bought mine before my birthday. July, and you were one of my first ones. What I want to go back, honestly. I want to see, only because like it's on or after, before or on. I'm going to go to like May and see. I could also go into my email. Oh. By the way, I first started off, the first astrology reports I started writing were Soul's Purpose reports. Can you guys believe the first time I sold a Your Soul's Purpose report? Okay, so 2023, November 19th. So right before I moved here. Yeah, right before I moved here. So when I was still in Michigan, I was writing some of these reports. I was selling them for $7. $7. I was like, I don't know if people are going to want this. Like, I don't know if I'm good at this, whatever. $7. And then all of a sudden I was like, what? $7? This is crazy. My first full astrology report that I ever wrote was, yeah, sometime after May this year. Because I'm in May and before, and it's not there. Oh no, I take that back. It was March 29th, 2024. However, it was only $99. And at that point, it was still maybe like 20 pages. Now it's 35 pages. And obviously the price increased because there's way more information I can provide because I was learning. You see, just start learning and start offering, right? It's not that hard. Sorry, I never got one. I've just been learning my own for years. Oh, you don't have to be sorry for never getting one. I don't mind. You guys live your lives. Like if you desire me to look at your energy, then get one. But if you don't, then that's okay. I'm not here asking you to buy things from me. I'm just here sharing my knowledge with the world. That's it. If you desire to work with me in some way, then you will. And if you don't, you won't. That's okay. Plus, I can't work with all 8 billion people in the world at once. That would be so exhausting. Imagine. I would be like, oh my gosh, my wait list would be like until my next lifetime. I would have to come back as an astrologer and keep going. Oh, Caitlin says, I have a Leo sun rising. Double D, thank you for the rose. Leo sun, Venus rising, Mars. Whoa, I'm not reading this right. Leo sun rising, Venus and Mars. But I don't feel like a Leo. I resonate with my Virgo moon. Do you have, I would ask, because the overall energy of the chart is really looking at your modalities and your elements and who wins in that case. So I'm writing a report right now. The person is a Cancer sun, but really they have more earth energy, more earth placements, and more mutable placements in their chart. Mutable earth is a Virgo. So even though the person is a Cancer sun, the overall tone of their chart is Virgo. Kind of cool, right? There's so many things you guys can learn from this. It's so interesting. For viewers on YouTube, wow, I have some YouTube friends, you guys. Why is that? Okay, answer that. My bestie's a Scorpio. She's amazing and scary. Good morning, Kashina. Ayana, welcome to the chat. Double D, thank you for the rose. Destiny, welcome to the chat. Words are spells. Abracadabra, I create as I speak. Yep, exactly. Okay, TikTok wants me to say I'm still here. I don't know why they make me do this. Does anyone go live on TikTok? You have to put a puzzle into the piece. The puzzle piece into the puzzle to say I'm still active. I'm like over here flailing around, but they still make me do this. I've been talking for an hour. Hello. Catherine says he's a Cap sun and he's definitely laser focused on everything. Well, I like that. I like that for you, Catherine. Well deserved, my friend. VIP Aaron, you have to start learning how to use astrology that you're learning about yourself. That's the key. Most people learn their astrology to fulfill their ego. I'm not saying this is you, VIP Aaron, or anybody listening. I'm just saying people that are mostly sleeping fuel their egos. This is just a fact of life. It's okay. Who cares, right? Who cares? People that are awake are like, this is actually how I'm going to manifest my best reality. I see. So they take it more seriously. Like everyone wants to flop around and be like, oh, I'm having a hard time. Oh, or, oh, cancers are so sensitive, annoying. Oh, I'm like, well, it's not really what it's for, but okay. It is still fun nonetheless, right? For many years, that's how I was using it too. Before I woke up out of my sleep, out of my slumber, and started to really apply it to my life. So it's okay. But yeah, it's important to learn it, actually implement it. Because if not, then you're just reading, right? We're just reading. We want to implement. Implement what we read. So funny thing, VIP here. It says, my husband is Virgo sun and moon and Scorpio rising. Look at you. See, you guys have a match. The Scorpio moon, Scorpio rising energy. Virgo sun and moon. Oh, but VIP Aaron, actually, this is super powerful. Virgo sun, sister sign, opposite Pisces sun. You two, holy cow. My sister is a Virgo sun. I beg her like once a month, like, please go into business with me. Go into business with me. Go into business with me. I have these big ideas, you guys, but I only have two hands. One pinky nail that's broken, so I'm typing crooked to begin with, which is why everything seems to be taking longer. You guys, this pinky nail is coming back on because your girl has been typing crooked. I'm like, oh my gosh. Anyway, Pisces, anytime you have a sister, an opposite signs like that, first of all, you guys balance each other out really well. Secondly, manifesting power on 100. 100. Manifest with your partner. Sit down together and be like, this is what we're going to create. My partner has, he's a Virgo rising. So we kind of had that Pisces Virgo energy going too. And I'm like, can we just sit down and manifest? Like literally just close your eyes and breathe for 2 seconds with me. And he's like, okay, we're aligned on our life goals. So we're always focused in, but you guys could just manifest the crap out of your lives together. I don't know why people don't do that. Mostly because I think it's more, I think women are, I'm not trying to stereotype here, and I know I'm trying to be as PC as I can, but a feminine energy is more intuitive. Right? That's why when the Kundalini rises, it is the feminine energy. It's the intuition that really kicks on. And now you've got a balance of male, ego, assertive energy with intuitive, feminine, passive energy. Neither is good or bad. They just are. And when they are balanced, they work in a beautiful harmony together to create your life. So I think most men, because they're more in their masculine energy, which makes sense because they're men, it's not it's not like just like natural for them to sit down and like manifest together with somebody. But we're getting there, right? We're getting there. All right, the pinky nail relatable, girl. This pinky nail. But you know what? I'm so proud because it's forced. Actually, what it's done is reminded me that first and foremost, having these nails on all the time isn't necessarily healthy. I have debated so many times to take my nails off. I really have, but I love them. They bring me joy. My nail beds are wide and short. And so without nails, I would look very stubby in my fingers. I just love them. I don't want to, like, it's okay. This is my material thing that I love on this earth as a human. So I'm not going to take them off. But what it did remind me to do is start using my cuticle oil and like underneath too, to make my underneath nails very strong. So I don't have this again where it rips off. Because I don't think it would have totally, I don't know. I really hit it hard. So maybe it would have ripped off anyway. But anyway. And now I'm in a really good habit because of this, which is cuticle oil every day on my cuticles and underneath. So, but yeah. And she grew so fast, you guys. Only in a month it grew completely out. And it was like way bad. Double D says, I can't find my birth certificate. I can't find out the time I was born. I've never been more curious. Double D's, do you know the hospital you were born at and or the county you were born in? You can call them. I will say though, my birth certificate has the wrong time. That was a whole nother quantum leap in my life. Oh my gosh. Imagine you guys, I went from thinking I was a Sagittarius rising. I'm one of the most introverted people. Like I don't want to be around a lot of people. Thought I was a Sagittarius rising up until I was like 35 years old, I think. When did I find that out? 35? I can't even remember. A couple of years ago. I think I was, I don't know, because my age I always forget. I think I was 35 or 34, whatever. Anyway, I went from a Sagittarius rising to Cancer rising. Oh, You guys, my whole life changed. I literally was laughing and crying at the same time. I was like manic laughing, crying, happy crying, sad crying. My mom was like, "Are you okay? Like, I don't get what the big deal is." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, like my life is like I'm getting chills just thinking about it. My life has just exploded in front of my eyes." But if you're not into it, you don't get it, right? My mom's really not that into it. So I was just like, she's like, "Oh, Lindsay," she's like, "Why do you think you're born?" The story goes, she waits until the time of the day that we were born to say happy birthday. So in the morning, I'm like, how come my mom hasn't texted me happy birthday yet? Because I thought I was born in the AM, early, you guys, early morning hours. And she calls me in the afternoon and she's like, Lindsay. I was like, Mom, like, why haven't you called me yet? She's like, well, your birthday is just now. And I'm like, that's not true. I've been born for like hours, 12 to be exact, right? 'Cause AM, PM. And she was like, no. Whoever wrote my birth certificate definitely wrote the wrong time. They wrote the wrong time. And that was wild, literally wild. And we called my grandma and everything. And my mom was like, no, I know because you're my second baby. I was going to have a C-section. She had to have she had to have my brother's C-section. He was coming out the backwards wrong way, something. So then after that, you always have to have C-sections from what they tell me. I don't know. I'm not a mom. Don't plan to be one. So I don't know a lot about this information, but she's like, the C-section was scheduled at 10. The doctor was running late. He's in emergency surgery with somebody else. And now this is how I know. And we called my grandma. I'm like, Grandma, when was I born in the day? Like, you don't have to tell me the exact time because obviously that's a lot to ask of my 91-year-old grandma, although she remembers everything. I said, what? Around the time of day. She goes, the afternoon, instantly. And I was like, wild, literally wild. Oh my gosh. Oh, who's leaving? Samantha, have a great day. I hope to see you back here tomorrow. Yeah, VIP Aaron, it is baby steps to learn the process and understand the power. It is. But keep telling him your manifestations because you're manifesting like crazy, right? So as you keep proving it out, then all of a sudden, that's what happened with my partner. Like when I met him, he watched news for like 8 hours a day, you guys, the news, literally, like all the stations. And I was like, what are we doing here? Like, why are you watching this? This is crazy. And now all of a sudden, we do not turn on the news. Maybe we'll turn on the news like for the election to see how things are going. We do not watch the news. He's like, babe, I manifested this. Or like his friend, back in the day, he sent a photo of my partner's face on a guy who's stepping out of a McLaren. Literally, like a couple years later, the two of them got that car together. Like he's starting to realize, like, holy crap, we're actually manifesting. And I'm like, yes. Yes. He used to be the type of person, he's Cancer. He walks sideways. This is Cancer energy. They walk back and forth until they want to go forward, right? It's a crab. He used to stay in his feels for a really long time. Like on a Friday, I would learn something that bothered him on a Monday. Now it didn't have to be about me, maybe about work or whatever. And I'm like, really, this whole time? And now it's like instantaneous, like, let's talk it out real quick, be done with it. Like it will go for you, but it's going to require, for those of you in partnership like that, it's going to require you to stay in the highest vibration and keep sharing, not pressing, but just sharing the information. Double D says, I can definitely confirm that about masculine energy. Have a great day, Samantha. Caitlin says, I love how you can turn anything into a positive life lesson. Yeah, it's one of my superpowers. Perspective shifting is one of my greatest superpowers. I have many though, but you can have it too. I don't say it in a bragging way, you guys. I'm not trying to be egotistical here. I'm just saying that when you tap into your energy, when you learn who you are, when you meditate daily, when you take your spirituality seriously, you get the powers too. They're not like just Lindsay powers or just so-and-so powers. Everybody gets them. Oh my gosh, that would feel so traumatic to me, VIP Aaron. It was traumatic. It literally was. I called my partner. He was like, I was like, oh my gosh. And he knew the extent of it. And he's like, are you okay? And I was like, I just need a moment to process. Like, I don't know if I'm okay. Like this whole time I'm thinking to myself, like, which also helps me realize one very big thing about my life, which was exhausting and I released from it, which was because I thought I was Sagittarius rising, I assumed I was meant to be kind of like the life of the party, the one that was always entertaining and this and that and da-da-da, right? And I always felt so drained after anything because I was always the one filling the silence. keeping everybody entertained, making sure everyone is having fun. And here I am, a Cancer rising. I'm supposed to be sleeping. I'm supposed to be in bed by 8. Like, what the heck? I'm just supposed to be observing. I'm intuitive. I was supposed to be following my intuition. And instead I was pushing with all this human effort against my natural energy. And it was an adjustment. But once I realized it, and once I, it was like a relief, ultimately. I just felt like, you know, like I can sit back and be like, somebody else do it. It's not me. It's not even meant to be me, right? It's not even meant to be me. I always thought I was a snake in Chinese chart, but I just found out I'm a dragon. Interesting. I'm a rabbit. It's my first ever 24 karat gold necklace. And it is, I don't know if you guys can probably not see it. It's a little rabbit. Oh, can you see that? It's a rabbit with a carrot. It's hard to see. So cute. I am a rabbit. Oh, so call the hospital or the local county clerk for a birth time. Yeah, I think so. The hospital you were born, they should have the records, right? Or the county clerk. Yeah, because you enter, it's like your birth certificate, right? You enter it. It's like a marriage certificate, right? It's like you have to give it to the government somehow, I think. So yeah, I think so. And if you can't, and if all of that, because say maybe you were like there's adoption or something in your childhood life where you don't have that information. There are astrologers. I'm not one yet, but someday I hope to be, because I think it will give a lot of clarity to a lot of people that can ask you many different probing questions to help you discover around the time. Because most people say, oh, like the time doesn't matter, just put noon, but the time really does change the entire chart every 4 minutes, that it's off. So being exact is kind of important. Grandmas always know. My grandma is the sharpest, you guys. First and foremost, I am like obsessed with all old people. I do not care. I just like elderly people have this place in my heart. I want to give them all a hug. If I see somebody eating alone, like I'm like crying on the inside, even though I know some people like they like to be alone like me, but I still see, I just love old people. I love them. And my grandma is like my number one old person, obviously. She's my only grandparent left, and she's 91 years old. She is so funny, sassy. She was a redhead like me. Witty, smart. She's just like, dude, still her mental capacity, her mental energy is so there. She's annoyed because her body is kind of like slowing down her. But even still, my mom took her to the casino last week or a couple days ago. And she said, my grandma walked all around with her walker. A while ago, she was in a wheelchair. So she's just her mental strength is something that I aspire to always have. I think that I do a decent job of it, but like if I could be my grandma and like be her, because she's so mentally strong, like nothing's bringing her down. Oh, she's so cool. All right, you guys, we've got to get on the energetic wave. It's already 10:20. I'm just like chatty today. At first, I didn't think I was gonna have, this always happens. I'm like, what am I gonna talk about? And then here we go. You guys, thanks for wooing with me and helping me with the conversation. VIP Aaron says he started to recognize his positive and negative versus negative moods and their alignment with his sales. Huge step. Yeah. Amazing. Go Aaron's man. I don't know his name, but I'm rooting for him. There's such a such a testament for our beliefs, conscious and subconscious. I think learning about my human design has been one of the most permissive things for my life. Yeah. Ayana says, I love rabbits. Cute. VIP Aaron says, I forgot, I had a question. How do you read the planetary hours? Oh, yes. The planetary hours. You don't have to ask in the Cosmic Collective, although we can talk about it on the spiritual chat on Friday if you want. But the planetary hours, you guys, for those of you that are listening on YouTube and on TikTok, you can go to a website called planetaryhours.net, not .com, .net. Planetary hours. It's in Aaron's comments, but planetary, PLANETARY hours, HOURS.net, NET. Okay. Enter the date. So today, enter the city that you live in. Okay. From there, I'm going to do it right now so I can kind of explain it to you guys. From there, by the way, thanks for being in the Cosmic Collective, Aaron, and looking through the lessons. From there, it's going to show you on one side, there's going to be a chart that has the sun and it's light. And on the other side, there's going to be a darker colored chart and it's going to show the moon on top. which basically just means day and night. Okay. So it's in military time. So 0 to noon is 0, which is the start of the day, 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, 3, 4, 5, till noon, which is 12. 1 in the afternoon is 13. Then 14 is 2 in the afternoon. 15 is 3 in the afternoon. All you have to do is minus 12 to figure it out, right? Kind of simple, but it's military time. Or I don't know what they call it, universal time or something. So what happens is, so VIP Aaron, what they're going to do, so like right now, the hour says number 3. And the ruler right now in the sky is the sun for me, where I'm living. And it says start. So it started at 9:28. So it starts at 9:28 and it goes until 10:23. So literally right now, how beautiful is this? Right now, it's going to transition into Venus ruling the sky. So think about it like this, you guys. This is very powerful. If you know your planets, then it makes sense why I'm still chatting and the sun is in the sky. The sun is your will. It's your purpose in life. Here I am sharing my purpose. It makes sense why I'm still chatting with you. Now we're going into Venus energy, the energy of your self-worth, the energy of your personal value, the energy of your gifts and talents, the energy of your money, other people's money, right? Or beauty, harmony. I'm going to end this live in a second. But now knowing that Venus is in here for the next hour, maybe I'll send an email out to my people, which I was planning to do anyway. It's a good time to do it, to say, reminder, if you join the Cosmic Collective by Friday, you get to be a Reiki Master Energy Healer certified by the end of the year, by 2025. Venus might attract me some new clients into the Cosmic Collective. Maybe. Money, personal magnetism, Venus energy. Yeah. So 9:23 for you. So it's hour 3. So what does the planet say where you're at right now? Whoa, this is so interesting. Nicole, thank you for sharing the live. So VIP Aaron, yeah, it's hour 3. I don't really pay attention to the hours, but I think if you think like, I don't look at the hour number. I just look at, wouldn't that be the 10th hour? Like, I don't know what that means. Just look at the time. Look at the ruler and the time. So right now for you, it's 9:23. So what is lit up? What's planet? Do you know your planets? I think you would know your planets. But if you hover over it, if you hover over the planet or the actual planet, you can see, yeah, sun. Okay, so right now it's the sun for you. So it's a good time for you to be doing something that involves your will, your purpose, shining bright, standing in your confidence. So think about like when I'm, for example, I'll look at this if I'm trying to get my steps in, and I'll notice like, where's Mars in the chart? Or if you really need to get a workout in the day and you're feeling a little bit tired, where's Mars? What time is Mars hitting? Mars is your physical energy. Mars is in the sky ruling it. So get in for that hour and get your workout in. Yeah, fam, for Venus for me too. So just turn to Venus. We're gonna get on the energetic wave. I already went for an hour and a half today, you guys. It's crazy. And from there, I will send the email out that says, hey, reminder, you have 48 hours, actually less, to get into the Cosmic Collective and get your Reiki Master course for free. It's basically going to be a $99 payment because you're in the Cosmic Collective for 3 months. You had that as an example. I was looking for that, but that was like, wait, you had that as an example. I was looking for that, but was like, is this the 4 a.m. hour or 11 a.m.? Sorry, I don't really know what the hours mean. I'm not going to lie. I don't know what that means. I haven't really gone deep into like this whole thing. I just looked at the chart and intuitively said, okay, the time and the ruler. I don't care what the hours is. I don't know. I just using the data I had. Jenna, welcome to the chat. Thanks for being here. So maybe from noon until 1 o'clock in the afternoon for me, you guys, is the moon energy. So maybe that's a time for me to tap into my feels a little. Maybe that's a good time for me to go take a soak in my bath. I have a flexible schedule. I can take a bath whenever I feel like it. Maybe that's a time to meditate, right? Thank you, Jenna, for the heart puffs. Maybe that's a time to, good morning, sorry you're late. That's okay. I'm late too. We're just not late, but we're still chatting. Maybe it's a time to script out my life. I'm feeling it. I'm really into it. Saturn, wherever Saturn is in the sky, if you have to get something done, Saturn is your responsibility. It's your discipline. Get it done. If there's that thing on the priority list that's been there for a week and you're like, look at what time Saturn hits your energy. So yeah, use it to set office hours and meetings. Yeah, Mercury for communication, right? So Aaron, when you're like teaching, communication, like if you're teaching around those hours is good. Jupiter is abundance, it's expansion, it's open-mindedness, like philosophies. So yeah, this is a powerful chart, right? When I learned this, I was like, oh, I've got to tell this to people. Oh, my throat is itchy. All right, you guys, let's get on the energetic wave because I'm 30 minutes over my allotted time to be chatting with you, and your girl has reports to write. By the way, remember, Cosmic Collective, get in for free 50 free, the energy healing certification if you want to do that. I'm just making sure YouTube people are still here. Let's get on the energetic wave, you guys. It's time. 11.3 thousand likes today. I'll take it. I will take it. Thanks all for chatting with me. Thank you for engaging in conversation with me. If you're new here, thank you for joining us. Please click the follow button up here because I go live Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time where we talk all things energy, astrology, healing your life, perspective shifting. It is time. We are literally in 2025 almost. If you are still not using your energy, use it. Please. Please, I'm begging you. All right. Closing the eyes, breathing in through the nose, resetting the energy. Belly is big, nice and full. Letting it go out of the mouth. Breathing in through the nose. Letting it go. If you are interested in joining the Manifesting Club, you have until October 30th. Doors close then so that we manifest together on the 1st of November. The Cosmic Collective doors close. They don't close, but you will receive your free energy healing course to be certified as a Reiki master if you join by Friday. If not, that's okay. You'll still have other options to buy it at a higher price. You choose your own abundance. It's not up to me. Thinking of something that you are manifesting, creating, releasing, cementing in, getting out of the void or into the void, something with intention, whatever it is, learning to share, not just to fill your brain with. Repeating out loud if you can, silently if you must. I am strong and I can do this. Smiling big and showing me your teethers. Pippi's here working with us. She's happy we're all manifesting together. I freaking did it. Why? Because I knew I could do it. Say with conviction, you guys, I am strong and I can do this. Smiling big and showing me your teethers. I freaking did it. Why? Because I knew I could do it. I always think I'm like talking to somebody when I'm at that part. Like, can you believe I freaking did this? Ah. Breathing in the idea, the thought, the feeling, the vision, up the chakra system, out, giving it to God, source, universe, creator to see, feel, touch, sense, experience. And on the exhale, bringing it down the chakra system from the spiritual world down to earth, quite literally, cementing it into your physical reality, trusting that it is on its way to you with clockwise rotation in the root chakra. One more time, breathing in the idea, up, giving it out of the crown to God, source, universe, creator. And on the exhale, bringing it down the chakra system, where you are cementing it into your physical reality clockwise. I am strong, and I can do this. Smiling big and showing me your teethers. I freaking did it. Why? Because I knew I could do it. You are on the energetic wave, my friends. Have an amazing day. Do you guys say it with me when I'm saying it, or do you repeat it after me? At this point, you guys probably saying it with me because you already know what's about to happen. I wasn't very tappy today, worked out and showered. You know what? You did everything you were meant to do, VIP Erin. Please don't ever feel like you didn't do enough. Ever in this lifetime. You're right where you need to be, in divine order. We are in C1 again. We were in C2. We're back in C1. We'll be back in B5 before we know it. Have an amazing day, Caitlin. It's nice to see you back here. I appreciate you for being here, Jenna. Same to you. Ayan, hi. Welcome to the chat. Yay, I'm here for the energetic wave. You made it. All right, you guys. Have an amazing day. I'm saying it with you. Yeah, I figured you guys are already saying it with me, but I still give you a little bit of a pause. But I love that. The energy is strong. The planetary hours will help. The energy is, we didn't even do the sky news. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's fine. I have the video created already. So go to my page right after this. I'm posting it in like 0.2 seconds. Oh no, it's already posted. Just kidding. I posted it before I came live. Sky News is live, the astrology for today. I act like it's the first time I hear every time, oh, double D's, that's so sweet. Say afterwards, include a hair flip on the last one. Catherine, I love that. Hair flip away, my friend. Go on. I say after. You guys are so sweet. I love, do it however it feels right for you. I was just curious. Have a great day, Bex. Have a great day, everybody. For those of you that are in the Cosmic Collective, I'm going to do my best to have the MP4 in the Cosmic Collective today, which is me basically reading out the information. So if you've already read it, cool. If you want to hear me reading it to you, also cool. For those of you that want to get in and be an energy healer by 2025, you will get the course for free if you join the Cosmic Collective by tomorrow. For those of you that want to manifest for $11 a month with me, I'm waiting for some new members at this point. Please invite your friends. Please tell the people you know. This is a crazy place to be. The Manifesting Club. It's $11 a month. It's in the link in my bio. Everything is in my bio. And if you can't find it there, go to lindsaywithlove.com. Thank you for the heart pops, Ayan. I hope I'm saying your name right. Double D's, thank you for the rose. You guys, for everyone that lit up my gift gallery, for all the likes, for the newbies that are here and chatting with me, for the OGs that are always coming back. I appreciate all of you. We would not be what we are without each other's support. So let's keep leveling up. Let's keep sharing our light with the world. Let's keep living in a happy, optimistic space and sharing and showing people that it's cool and fun to be happy and living your best day in life. Thank you for the roses. The rose, double D's, and lighting up my gift gallery. You guys have an amazing day. I will see you guys all back here tomorrow morning. And for those of you that are in the Cosmic Collective, remember we have our spiritual chat tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. as well. Bye, guys. Goodbye, my YouTubers. Have a great day.